Hello everyone. So today I will be going over the Epique Realty revenue share model and kind of going over kind of how to explain it, a little bit of why it's sustainable, and what kind of happens when someone retires at Epique Realty. So it's a pretty simple model. Their revenue share is pretty basic, a lot easier to understand than most. So basically how it breaks down is that when you come into Epique Realty, there's 5 levels for recruiting. So there's your top level person who brought on this person 3 levels above you, then 2 levels above you, 1 level above you, and then the person that brought you on. So basically how it works is with level 1, those are people that you yourself brought into the company. And basically how that works is of the 85-15 split to the company, the agent will get paid 10% of that per closing that their mentee has. And basically, if someone is a power agent, which if they sell $10 million or more a year or do 24 transactions or more a year, they receive 20% on this first level, which is only agents that they themselves have specifically brought into the company. And so for this level, there's no frontline qualifying agents, just like with all the levels at Epique Realty. They do not have any frontline qualifying requirements. So level 2 would be any agents that whoever you brought onto the company, whoever they brought on. So let's say you bring on one of your best realtor friends, James. So let's say you bring on James and then he ends up having a small team of 5 agents. So James would go in your level 1 and his agents would go in your level 2 because James would be their mentor. And basically with that level, you're getting paid out 10% of the company 85-15 split as well. So for level 3, there's also no frontline qualifying agents. Same payout of the 85-15 split that the company receives. So you'd also receive 10% on your level 3. And basically how that works would be if James's teammates that he brought on someone else to the company, then you would also receive the 10% as you did on the second and first level. So with level 4, there's also no qualifying agent. You're still receiving the 10% of the 85-15 company split. And at level 4, basically it would be, like I said, if James's agents that he brought into the company, the agents that they brought on, if they brought on any other agents, then that would be your level 4. And it goes 5 levels down here at Epique. So basically on your level 5, you'd still be receiving the same 10%. There's no frontline qualifying, so you could only have recruited James, and let's say he brought on his team, they brought on some people, the people that James' teammates brought on also brought on some people, and then your level 5 would be anyone else that they brought on, and that is the last level of the revenue share. And basically there's no qualifying agents for that level as well. And basically how people ask, is it sustainable? So basically how they set it up to be sustainable is that they will only give out 50% of the company's split. So basically 7.5% of the commission. And basically how that works is they keep 50% unless the agent is a power agent, which then they would be getting paid 20% of what the company makes on their first level. And I went over a little bit of how someone would become a power agent earlier. And basically, so how it is sustainable is they're only giving out 50% of their revenue and keeping the other 50% for the services and other memberships that they provide. And then many people ask me about the revenue share, like what happens when someone retires, or let's say something tragic happens and you yourself pass away. Here at Epique, basically what you can do is you could will your revenue share to a loved one or even your spouse. And basically with retirement, your revenue share would still grow. You don't lose revenue share when you retire from the company. And basically how that works would be, since you don't need the frontline qualifying agents, let's say your people that you originally brought on start to retire, then you would still be getting paid on your level 2, 3, 4, and 5, even though some of these people are dropping out of the industry. So basically that's how theirs revenue share is a little bit more sustainable even for the agent. So if an agent wanted to retire, they would basically just retire and still be getting paid on all their revenue share levels. And how the revenue share is paid out is on the 15th of every month, you receive your revenue share check. And basically that would be your payment for all your mentees. And also the one other thing to You do not have to be an actively licensed agent. You can keep your revenue share without even having your license or with being basically out of the industry. So that is one other thing to consider that is very beneficial about Epique Realty's revenue share. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I have Epique Realty Explain on every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And also, I have my Calendly link right in the comments below. Feel free to schedule a half-hour call, and I can give a little bit more in-depth breakdown and kind of go over some of the other things that Epique Realty offers our agents. So you guys have a great rest of your day and get to dialing.